Welcome back, guys, to Trails of Cold Steel 4, where last episode, after heading out to Erebonia Island for more training with Laura, encountering a lower Erebonia so they managed to defeat us just a duo, showing their progress. We headed down to Ordis to start its sweep in the business district, and met up with Kaela, agreeing to help her track down and capture the Nighttouched Hercules unit in the Avon Hills. Smashing down the gate to the unexplored area, we began our search, fighting through the monsters in our path before encountering 4 cloaked members of the squad, knocking them out as we now approach the main unit to engage in a diversionary battle.
Another big squad? There, that must be the rest of them. Reports said there'd be 8 in total. Something about them all seems a little strange, don't you think? Definitely. It looks like Kaela's brother's trying to snap them out of it. Captain Regan, you've got to listen to me, sir. No matter what we try, our numbers aren't enough to make even a dent on the Empire. And we're not targeting a military base here either. This is the city we're talking about, with all kinds of civilians right in the line of fire. I think we should give ourselves up. If I'm being honest, I've already asked my sister to arrange our return back to Calvert. Cody, I truly can't put into words how disappointed I am in you. Don't tell me you've forgotten about everything the Empire's done, or is it that you've given up on avenging your own father? What? I mean, that's not... Save it. I've got no further use for you. Oh, do excuse our little domestic squabble there, Erebonia scum. I suppose this half-wit leaked our location and you all came rushing in. But no matter, we didn't hide any longer. With this power, I'll wipe your pestilential empire right from existence. Not him. Ah, it's that Crimson Devil again! The curse has taken complete hold of him. He's able to bind monsters to his very will. If we don't intervene here, he's doomed to become Night-Touched. This is what I've been waiting for. I've never felt so alive. Now then, let me hear your cries of anguish and despair.
A strong enemy. Be careful.
It's not the fact that it's a strong enemy. It's a strong enemy plus humans, which are nasty enough.
Triumph! Avalon Heart!
I guess I can Waning Crescent because that's everyone in range.
Cut through! It's down!
At least Lucifuge is the only one I have to... My goodness! What happened to his HP?
Sure.
I wasn't expecting him to basically nearly die. He's actually possible to be deathblowed. That's worrying.
You're mine! It's down! An opening! Now! Ramga activate.
Did I confuse the big ghost?
Take them down! Roger!
I think I confused the big ghost.
Eat this!
Haha, look at my power, look at what I've summoned! And then it's just
I'm up!
me being incredibly mean and confusing and like, oh. Damn. This wasn't how it's supposed to be. Aw.
Cut through! It's down! It's mine! My turn.
Someone ended up, he's confused again? It's really weak to confuse or something. It's 80, yeah. Well, first of all, I need to use Rumbling Smash on you.
You're mine! Yeah!
When I impede you, you are impeded, and you shall not move. In fact,
It's my turn.
It'd be best if you just lie down with a nightmare. So it's really charmed, and it's nightmared as well.
Analyzing enemy unit. Analysis
And Nosferatu
complete.
distorted by the loss of balance in Erebonia. Give me Albion Wolf. It curses all souls and brings eternal nightmares. But really, at the moment, it's the one in a nightmare.
I'll handle this.
He used my own power against me. Oops. Well, sorry and all. So even if I hit him, I can hit him right now, and he's still confused on the next turn, I think. So I could just go in, but I may as well just use Avalon Hearts again.
Triumph! Avalon Heart! My turn. Azure Cleaver! Now!
Attack!
Miranda, activate.
Oh, he's gonna get to heal.
Activate!
Someone needs to explain to these guys that
I'm going.
quite possibly healing isn't the best thing that they can do. Like, for their own well-being, just let me knock them out. It's fine. I'll just use this Albion Wolf spell.
Arcus, activate.
You can heal. That's fine. I'm sure nothing bad will come from your choices.
Let's go! Second form, down! It's down! It's mine! Miranda, activate.
I've killed your big ghost first, guys. That was supposed to be your trump card trick.
I failed. Sure.
Ash has lost interest in the battle now.
Yeah!
I'm going.
Damn.
Oh, what a relief.
He knew he'd won.
All right.
What you material?
Got it.
I did it.
Green 123,
I
Emma
must continue to
122,
train.
Laura's 122, catching
Nice.
up. Ah, no, of course, because Ash goes ahead 123 as well.
I grew a little.
122 from Musang, 122
did
from
it.
Echius. Getting some nice levels. Such insolence! And I got plenty more where that came from. Ooh. They're just gonna keep coming. Wait, something's wrong. Look. What is this? You dare to disobey me? Hey, demon bastard, over here! Quick, we've got to back him up. No need, I have this covered. Those bullets were blessed with Gaius' stigma. That really did the trick, just in time too. That voice, was that Kaela? How did you all get through our defense perimeter? Looks like the strike mission was a success. We couldn't have done it without you. You really came through for us by keeping the officers nice and distracted. The rest of the troops are fine, by the way. That's good to know. Looks like you're the only one left, Captain. Still feel like you can take us? No, that's it for me. I don't know why, but suddenly I'm just absolutely exhausted. He's passed out. No wonder with all that power he used. Emma and Gaius treated the remaining Hercules members. They also successfully purged Captain Regan of the cursed influence. I don't know what to say. You've done so much for us. I can barely put my gratitude into words myself, but it's truly been an honor. Hey, this was all you. We just pitched in where we could. You saved Captain Regan. On top of everything else, that warrants plenty of thanks in my book. I'm kind of afraid what he'll say when he wakes up, but at least he's alive. So from what I understand, you two hold a grudge against the Empire for what happened to your father. Yeah, he was an officer in the Calvardian army. He lost his life fighting a crossbow a year and a half ago. Before you say anything, we know, seeking revenge on the entire Empire over one casualty is just plain selfish. Believe me, we understand what you're going through with this. Grief doesn't have to make sense. Losing someone you love is never easy. In any case, I think Captain Regan will come to see the error of his ways after the dust is really settled. We've already squared things with the government, so there should be no problems there. But we did have to hand over our new gunship as one of the terms of our negotiation. Oh, so that's how you managed to swing things. That gunship's the latest model from the Verne Company, correct? I can see why it makes such a valuable bargaining chip. Everyone is out to get whatever advantage they can in this fight. With that in mind, how are you planning to get back to the Republic? Well, we have our ways. We've got a contact who set everything up for us. We managed to secure a safe passage aboard an airship. Yeah, so nothing to worry about there. Ah, sounds like it all works out then. Glad to hear it. I guess this is where we part ways. If you need any more help, you can always call on us. Yeah, we still need to pay you back for this first. This time first. Thanks again, everyone. I won't forget it. Herculean task is complete. And we get a Pyre Bell for the trouble. And 7,000 mirror. And the Vanished Master's opponent. Do we already have a Pyre Bell equipped on someone, weirdly enough? That comes with Flare Butterfly. With a bigger ATS up. So I think I'll give that to you. I thought we already had one. Maybe I'm mistaken. That works out for me. Not that I'm giving all the gifts to Emma. But she gets Flare Butterfly plus a boost. That works really well. Oh man, I feel terrible for making Kaela worry. I thought I finally got my act together now that I'm in Hercules. But I guess I've still got some old habits to break. Captain Regan and the other troops will recover given enough time. I can't thank you enough for what you've done here. It seems that we checked out everywhere, but the only thing we have to do is to lower the thing on the other side. Can I check out the new state-of-the-art thing?
Shit! Ready.
Wait, how do you board it? You just jump on. I guess they are agents. I don't know how to thank you all. Have you heard of Vanished Masters? It's a card game that's been taking the nation by storm. I started playing recently, but haven't been able to find people to face off against. So you randomly ask for a random guy? Do you want to play a match sometime? Yeah, sure. You can now play Vanished Masters against 2nd Lieutenant Kaela. Wow. And I've barely done any sweeping so far. Roger. Oh, we'll return back to Ordis after this. What did I even get from the last battle we did? Oh, yes, I got the Neptuno cards. I've already added them to the mix, though, by the look of things. I think I didn't even get to use them last time. I don't even know what to put in where. We just need a certain fire card, really. At this juncture would be nice. Will I lose versus the swordsman?
Go easy on me now.
Ah, you're first. It's okay. So I will have 6. If I summon the Blix. Or the Aetherian I can summon. Interesting that you chose to use the skill over attacking me. I can kind of see why, I guess. So I've got to kill the Dundala. Depends, do I want the Tarbis now, actually, instead? I took no damage. I healed up the damage I did take. I'll summon the Tarbis on the basis that it has more defense. And the Paladin hasn't hurt yet, so it can be in the front lines quite fine. Raccoon and Dondala. Dacombe! That's not bad. I mean, I'd like to summon the Dacombe, to be honest, but the Raku can actually hurt the Dacombe quite a bit. I could kill the Domdala with the Tarbis and attack that guy. As long as it doesn't defeat a card, it's not going to be able to do much. The Raku's probably just going to come on at me. So the other thing I could do is I could just summon 2 ranged guys to the back. Instead of the Dacombe, and keep the Paladin up front. So I've got a lot of options and different elements to be able to fight with, and I can get that magic crystal. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Oh! Interesting. Nice tactics. Right, well, the Tarbis is about to die. At least kill the Kyria Bell. I think I can keep the Tarbis alive for a turn if I summon the Paron Cell. Trade 4 for 4 there. And Dacom's the only one that can actually fight this. So we've got quite a bit of front up damage. Just depends how hardcore the swordsman gets on the next turn. Samuelpen might have been a good summon for the seal. Regnitz? Yeesh. So 6, 10, 16. I've won. 6, 10, 16. Well, let's avoid the nice new card that they brought into the battlefield, shall we? And just beat up his card.
Guess I underestimated you.
Regnitz has 3 times for us. A new Heavens card is obtained. Thanks for everything. I don't know when, but I'll pay you back. You just did. You gave me 3 cards. It's great. And you gave me a Pyre Bell, so Emma got improved. What's there to complain about? Yeah, so I guess just having the Paladin just to have more HP than the seal strategy is working. So we finally checked out that extra special section of the Avon Hills. Done and done. There's nothing else. It looks like we're good. Back to Ordis then to continue the sweep, because now, thanks to that quest being so long, it's completely messed up with my structure of the bonding event quest sweep. How dare you! How dare you give me actual battles and dungeons to partake in? Oh, Angelo, the thought of you actually being conscripted breaks my heart in two. You have to make it back home safe and sound no matter what. Don't overextend yourself out there or get hurt. And also, Mum, you don't need to worry so much. Working for the Navy would be hardly any different from my plain old sailor gig. And I'll come over to see you guys, just like always. Do you really mean it, Angelo? Then you have to do it. Pinky swear! Of course, pinky swear, Luca. Don't let us down. Have I ever lied to you? Never. Not even once. Okay, I believe you then. Just don't stay away too long, okay? So sorry, Mum. Luca, I've done nothing but worry you both this whole time. And here I've gone and given you my word, when I don't even know if I can hold up to it. I might not make it out of this, but at least if you read what I've left behind, you should be alright without me. Oh. Angelo can do anything, I know it. He'll definitely come home. I believe in him no matter what. I mean, the Navy seems to be outdated in terms of technology at this point in time. So, it does make you wonder how that'll fare versus airships and all that. My Angelo's been drafted. Somehow he has to make it home safely. I'm worried about what he's left behind to write. Alright, so let's start the North Street sweep. Riviera Court's former building was turned into a conscription office about a week ago. Now there's a story with some history behind it. It's been in business even since I was a wee one. The thought of it being gone is such a shame. And after trying so hard to change too, they set up a whole section of commoners once in mind and were much more welcoming overall. I've been hearing they're going to kick back in a full swing after they move. The new location is supposed to be over in the Harbour District, right? Might be worth stopping by. It might be indeed. Stop by the Eaglet Estate. They're back. It's a pleasure to see you all again. You as well, Grandmother, and what a relief to see that you, Grandfather, and Setsuna have all returned safely. Yes, all thanks to you and your daring plan. After you left, Master was able to conclude his business and return home without incident. I'm honoured that you thought to visit, especially so soon after your eventful meeting between the three powers yesterday. And I'm impressed by your timing, right after the withdrawal of the Imperial Defence Force and Armour Division. I'm guessing you're one of the people we have to thank for the Courageous Two's timely appearance. Well, the particulars of its arrival were only revealed to me after the fact. It all began while I was chatting with Marcus Higharms about a third path. We've been travelling around the more remote territories, building a coalition of nobles who support that more moderate way. It wasn't an easy trip, but it allowed us to reconnect with old friends. That made it all worthwhile. In the process, the guild reached out to us, and we've been passing information on to His Highness ever since. That would explain the Courageous Two's impeccable timing. Even I didn't see that one coming. Well done, Grandfather. We don't have much time left before the war breaks out, yet I believe you can open up that third path for the courageous too. I'm expecting great things from all of you.
Thank you. We'll do our best not to disappoint. Please come back whenever you please. I'll have a steaming pot of tea ready for you.
You didn't have one now.
Our trip certainly wasn't the easiest, but the connections with friends old and new made it worthwhile. To be honest with you, Grandmother, I was hoping you would be staying, or both be staying, at home in the mansion. You can't expect this one to just sit quietly, can you? Even with all he goes about doing, he considers himself to be acting quite like a retired person after all. Indeed. Grandfather really is a cut above the rest when it comes to that, isn't he?
A cut above? Bute's family really is something else.
Our trip certainly wasn't the easiest, but the connections with friends old and new made it worthwhile. Under these circumstances, there's no path to completely avoiding danger. But as you try and do as much as you can, be vigilant out there. Bartolo had been taking care of the mansion, so everything seems to be in order. You're all welcome back here whenever you please. I'll have a steaming pot of tea ready for you.
I want the tea now! It's been so long since I was home. I want to take some time to relax. My collection of imports seems alright. I'll never forgive them if their Imperial Defense Force lays even a finger on you. I don't think he's joking. So I'm wondering, will I find a book in Ordis like I found a book in St. Ark? It would have to be a smaller book, considering it was 3 and 9 we found in St. Ark. But it's big enough that there might be a book. We didn't see one on the quick visual look on the outside, after all, but it's on the indoors. That's what we're looking for.
It's nice to see you, Bartolo. How have things been since we saw you last?
Pleasure of you to stop by, my lady. I see you brought your friends along too. Nothing out of the ordinary, yeah? Just more and more of the residents getting conscripted. The noble factions aiming to use the war to get their esteem back. If you ask me, they shouldn't count their chickens before they hatch.
What I've heard, there are some in the noble faction not cooperating with the White Sun Army. But a vast number of nobles are tangled up in their own issues. You can bet they're keeping to themselves for now.
Anyway, apart from that, it's pretty much business as usual. Oh well, it looks like they're back at the house now. Why not go say hello if you haven't already?
I'll do just that. Thank you, Bartolo.
Bartolo. How do I pronounce it? Oh, never know.
A lot of people have stopped coming by to shop for flowers. And maybe I'm imagining things, but even the flowers have been looking sad lately. Guess I could have my game. I'll perk up our customers and the flowers for sure. Welcome, we're now carrying our summer bouquets. Thinking the fresh flowers is the perfect way to brighten your day.
Everyone's in the flower shops lately, after all.
I hear more and more gossip about people acting real strange these days. It's not that shocking given the times we're in, but I can't help but be concerned. I just hope that Monique stays safe through all of this.
Do you have any gifts for me? No? What was that silver thing? Silver charm. Prevents poison. Much more HP on it. Not bad. I think I've upgraded the Abyss Shadow, by the way. So now instead of 10 speed, it's 20 speed. It's probably not all that big of an upgrade, so I just didn't think that was worth mentioning. It is an upgrade, nonetheless. I don't know how it actually really factors into a battle. That 10 speed versus not having it, but you know. Oh, hi. You caught us at kind of an awkward moment.
The two of you, did something happen?
Conscription. Nothing to make a big deal of. It's just that Luther has received an order from the military to present himself and work as a technician for them.
I see.
Looks like the commandeering of technicians and engineers is continuing in all areas. Orders is no different. I recently heard some gruesome stories about Grandpa's experience with war. They really left me trembling, and it seems that all of that made me lose my composure a little when the notice came. If it really bothers you so much, just ignore it. That's what I'd do. That's something that only you can do, Grandpa. You might think I'm improperly wielding the authority given to me along with the golden emblem, but that has nothing to do with this. When you're an adult, you determine your own course in life. You're so blunt, Grandpa. Well, it's hard to watch, though he does have a point. Strauss is a tough old geezer, yeah?
He reminds me of Professor Schmidt in a way.
Grandpa's always the same, no matter what happens. I find that comforting. Though it does make me a little sad how he isn't the least bit worried about me.
Oh, Strauss just isn't the emotive type, that's all. You're the golden child, the apple of his eye. Trust me, he cares about you more than you can ever put into words. You think so? I wish I could hear that from Grandpa himself.
Ares Locket. Gift to Yuna. The glass coin as well. We do actually already have one. There's other coins I need to find, isn't it? Luke will be fine. We all got the right to choose the path we walk in life. More pressingly, it looks like someone's bought out a Panzer Soldat at Cayenne's mansion, huh? They really did a number on the glassware pieces there. So many were cracked and broken to bits. All that beauty shattered. Why do people have to treat my work so rough? When I catch up with whatever asshole did this, Imperial Defense Force or not, there's going to be hell to pay. I don't blame the guy. I'd be pissed about it too. We end up having to bring out the Divine Knights. It's probably best we don't touch on this topic. Yeah, Ash, weren't you one of them? Also, haha, Reen's like, ha, it wasn't me. It was Crow that time. Haha. Dump him up. Luke will be fine. Yeah. You gotta head back over to the mansion after this. The repairs for the finer details on certain objects still remain. Really, just what kind of asshole out there? Yeah, we'll walk away now. It wasn't us this time. The motto for today's stream is I heard that somewhere around the corner there's a dialogue option that'll account for 99% of the AP. Look, man, I gotta treat the AP with respect. I gotta suspect that everything will give me AP. I gotta sweep everyone. What if there's not a notification on top of someone for a book this time? Even though that seems to be the case now. As I bet his dad is gonna be home for a while. But she's completely absorbed in a never-ending quest for a boyfriend. You think she'd have way more important things than that on her mind right now? I don't know, the men are dwindling. I get so distracted while working, it really wears me out having to jump into cover for all the time. I do understand all the cuties around town being drafted must have been a shock for her. But with everything that's going on in the world, dating's pretty low on the list of concerns. Do you think that's how the Erebonia conscription service works? We want all the handsome men in the army, they won't get distracted with one another. Or will they? Hey, how's about you had a passionate hot pot to my order? Coming right up. Blanca's a real genuine kind of gal. What you see is what you get. Makes for a good impression, you know. And these flavours never let me down either. Not a single complaint in my heart about this joint. Blanca's a real genuine... No double da, no. These flavours never let him down though. Seeing Edmund back safe and sound sure is a relief, even if it's just for the time being. Still, it's after you depart that things really get tough. Even now, I can't help feeling anxious about it. On that note, we haven't been catching the same kinds of fish we normally do lately. That's kind of worrying in itself. It looks like we'll need to find ourselves a new fishing area, otherwise we'll really be in trouble. Everything's just so out of sorts these days. Edmund in the kitchen, the soldiers sure are in for a treat. They're going to be a real happy bunch, I'll tell you that. Still, there's places here at the tavern, no matter what else. You know, everyone around town's looking just so depressed. It really drags you down. I mean, I definitely get how they feel, but wallowing around's not going to help anyone. They say stormy seas are followed by a fine catch, right? Take me, I've been conscripted too, but I bet if I dig my feet and hold my head up high, my own good fortune will roll in for me. Right, it's got to have a positive outcome, or a positive mindset to even get a positive outcome. So after I stop at the conscription office, I'm shipping out to the naval fortress for training. Today's a day for gorging then. This is for stamina. For stamina! To be honest, you might not be able to eat, considering what we've heard about the Erebonian rations. Ugh. May as well get it in now. It was so great seeing my dad again. I wish I could have been under better circumstances though. All the cuties in the neighborhood getting conscripted has really thrown my quest for a boyfriend out the window. Come on, if I can't search for my future beau, then just what's going to motivate me to keep helping out with this place? I'm not asking for the perfect package, like some rich stud with eyes just for me. But isn't there at least one hot guy left? She's certainly enthusiastic, to put it one way. Oh, that guy there. He had the cutest smile just now. His style's a bit crazy, but he seems pretty nice and hot enough to make up for it. This is my chance. Not another one. Welcome. Are you ready to order? We'll even slip in some extra fish stock just for you. It's not going to be easy, but I won't give up. I know what I want, and I'm not going to let it slip away. I can swear someone's staring a hole through me right now. Yeah, because Makis is behind you, and that's who she's after. Let's face it. She wants an inspection. Another drink, if you will. Sure, here you go. Oh, I can already feel it kicking in and patching this battered body of mine right back up. That's the stuff right there. I'm a big fan of Miranda's, of course, but this place is always so bright and cheery. Hey, you can't sneak up on me. Force me to talk with you. I'm a big fan of Miranda's, of course, but this place is always so bright and cheery. Okay, it is. I know. Oh, Edmund, you're back. I didn't expect you'd be here so soon for the letter you sent. Back I am. I decided to use my allotted vacation days so I could spend some time with my darling family. That means the clock's ticking down to you being sent off to Kaela, doesn't it? Off to war. It's true, and my deployment is going to be a long one. I'll probably be a wreck once it fully hits me, but I wanted to see my family's faces to try and drum up a little spirit where I can. Well, are you surprised to see my new crew? Betty and Blanca are heading out there while helping out here while you're gone, Blanca. But Betty, do you think the day would come where I see her tending the inn and smiling like a peach? I knew she had it in her. All it took was for her actually giving it a try. Wow, Betty's really stepped up around here. I've never seen her throw herself into work like this. As a father, nothing could make me happier. Having to leave my family really guts me, but knowing that she's working so hard gives me the peace of mind I need. My husband's received some time off for offering his service to the Navy, so we've got him home with us for a bit before he leaves for the war. I think it's really taken a weight off his shoulders to see the inn thriving and even Betty helping out around here. And there's one person up here. Hey, you just won't believe it. Danny actually proposed. He handed me this gorgeous bouquet and popped the question, and oh, my heart hasn't raced this much since the summer festival. He kind of put on a show, you know, talking about his past mistakes and missteps, and how I didn't need to rush my decision. You don't have to answer right away, of course, that sort of thing. Does he really think I could say no? Hardly. I made my decision ages ago. He said he's been assigned to Crossbell. He's doing all he can to stay tough. I wish I could offer him some encouragement. Maybe I'll head over right now and give him my answer. My heart hasn't raced as much since the summer festival. I just want to soak this moment up for as long as I can. I've extended my stay in Ordis by quite a bit. He's been conscripted and all, and toughing it out so well. I really want to encourage him. Maybe I should give him my answer now. I mean, you'd already decided beforehand, but you didn't give him the answer when he was here? I'm confused. North Street. Swept. Done. Flipped. That's the one. Next street. So the harbour's in a tizzy and it's got an absolute ton of people in it. In July, Ordis suffered a massive assault from Jaeger troops. We took a direct hit from a cannon. The Belarus lighthouse was destroyed. Brigadier General Bardius has been making plans for it to be rebuilt. Governor Regnitz has taken over those plans. It's progressing well and the groundbreaking's been scheduled for sometime soon. Construction work should start soon. Everyone's relieved the reconstruction has been approved. I don't know when the war will begin and who knows when reconstruction will actually start, but everyone was just so relieved when it was decided the lighthouse would be rebuilt after all. Big crane. Big ships. Hey, Patiri! I know all the workers real well, so it's easy to give them instruction. I finally found the right path in life and then I got conscripted. Wonder if I'll be able to find my way back after the war. If I do, I want to go back to harbour management. I love seeing the happy faces of tourists enjoying a cruise. I know that I'm getting conscripted. I hope I can carry on my management work at the harbour if I come back. Yeah, it's just crazy how you can recognise someone like that from so far away. Cargo? If you're still alive, give me a sign, damn it! I've looked everywhere, checked every city I could think of, every town and village. Now here I am at the edge of Erebonia. Cargo, where the hell could you have gone? Have you been looking ever since? Well, if it isn't Team Punkass again. Cargo's always been kind of a scaredy cat. Back in the day, he always used to hide behind me while I kicked ass and took names. It was a little pathetic, really. But the last time I saw him, he was helping out refugees in the Ost district. Guy went out with just some scrapes and bruises. Well, everyone except for himself. He's been missing ever since. Damn it, fine. I'll just start over. I'll search the whole damn empire again if I have to. I don't care how long it takes. I will find Cargo. We won't be doing it alone. We'll keep an eye out for him too. Don't give up hope. Did we find him at one point? Oh yeah, but he was covered. I've searched every freaking corner of the empire, not a single sign of Cargo. Ah, fine. I'll just start over. I'll search the whole damn empire again. You will find him. I believe, Patiri. Technically, we've already found him. But everyone part of Team Punkass was a little dense. Welcome, Riviera Court is this way. Riviera Court has just been refurbished. Come and take a look. Oh, hello there, students of Force. Welcome back to Ordis. Looks like business is great. I heard that the military forced it to close, but I guess they moved location and set up shop again. Yep, and it's all thanks to Lord Vincent, Lady Margarita, and some other generous benefactors. And then there was that other thing, right, Rennie? I was really surprised myself. But today, Lady Ferris suddenly turned up, accompanied by Lord Vincent. And my, how they've grown so gallant in our time apart. Anyway, that's good to hear. I don't doubt that she'll cause you worry in the future too. It'll be alright. I have faith in Lady Ferris. She begged me to look after the store. She couldn't give me details, but she said there was something she needed to do as part of Force. I can't believe how mature she has become, forging her own path through all this uncertainty.
We promise that we will do everything we can for when Lady Ferris comes home properly. So please do pop in. I look forward to it. Don't worry, we will. I should get some shopping in the Riviera Court too. I haven't done that in a while. Phew, I'm so relieved that Lady Ferris is alright. It seems like Citrine's made up her mind too. She said she wants to come back to work at the house. She's decided to work as a staff member here at Riviera Court. I'm not going to be outdone. I've got to pull my socks up.
I can't see your socks on those skirts.
There are a lot of people who still don't know that our store moved to the harbour. I promised the ladies I have to do my best. Welcome, Riviera Court is this way! Please pay a visit.
I will pay a visit. Is Vincent in here? Ferris? And more? Who's the guy who's going to sell me stuff? You, Capo.
Well met, my friends. I trust you've been keeping well. I want to apologise for all of the trouble. Given the choice, I'd never have kept you in the dark for so long. Please forgive me.
Lady Ferris, please, there's no need for all that.
That's right, you have nothing to apologise for. Just being able to see you alive and well is enough for us. You really were worried about me, weren't you?
Of course, because they care about you two.
Oh, I hadn't noticed you there, Mr. Button. I take it you've started touring around different parts of the Empire?
Yeah, there are still some things we need to get done before the next rivalry.
I heard you two are planning to do some travelling as well.
That is correct. We've already dropped by the family home and gotten permission from Father. After we confirm the situation within the city, we plan to visit the Merkaba that made an emergency landing near the main road.
We'd be very grateful if you did, thanks. Until now, our options have been limited, but from now on, we plan to do everything we can as members of Force.
And consider us members of Force too. Right, our business may take a hit, but that's a small sacrifice in the face of everything that's going on. Lady Ferris, if there's anything you need, just say the word.
Thank you very much. But we were only planning on checking up on things. We certainly never intended to take any of your stock.
Oh, naturally, we would not turn down any help you would offer us. And we want to help. Oh, not many. We were overstocked on certain supplies. If you'll wait a moment, I can compile a comprehensive list.
It's sure devoted to the florals. It makes sense, though. Riviera Court's been through a lot, but the florals have given them hope. When Patrick and I rushed to Ordis, we weren't yet able to reveal what we were up to. It's so nice to see you all again under better circumstances. We intend to do all we can to support the Courageous 2 from here on out. That being said, I'm worried about the Merkaba after its emergency landing. We should probably go check on it.
Merkaba?
When Patrick and I rushed to Ordis, we weren't yet able to reveal what we were up to. It's so nice to see you all again.
Oh, same thing. Same thing! Vincent!
I was stuck on a managerial role for over half a year, battling tooth and nail against the machinations of Clive Small.
No wonder that her employees would all respect her. Regardless, the die has now been cast. The time is nigh for we floral siblings to make our move as well. Ah, Lady Ferris! Lord Vincent, what a pleasure this is! Even with everything the store's been through, we won't falter. I'll work extra diligently to repay the faith you've put in me. Pegasus vest isn't terrible. It's definitely less defense. Up in strength. Lacrima healing. For Emma! Let's gift that to her ASAP. Emma, I got some earrings for you. Lacrima earrings have been gifted to Emma. Lacrima even.
Oh, Reen, these earrings are beautiful.
You think so? The second I saw them, I just knew they'd look perfect on you.
You're too kind, I don't know what to say. I'll save them for special occasions.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you with them on. Maxed! Emma's ATS and ADF increased by 15 and Reen's by 2. Alright, we'll give the others their presents later, but Emma, she just had to have hers the right way. Though I don't know the details, it seems someone's made an emergency landing on the main road. I certainly can't ignore this as a seller of medicine. I absolutely must insist on providing some products that are not low in stock. Ah. So out there is the Merkaba? Possibly. We managed to slip away from Charlotte's father and get ourselves out of her quell. Charlotte says she's not going back either. She's staying at the Sailor's Tavern for now. I know we can't go on like this forever. Sooner or later, I'm going to have to try to convince Charlotte's father I'm good enough for her. Wow. Apparently his hatred for commoners goes pretty deep. It has something to do with Charlotte's mother, but that's about all I know. Interesting. He managed to sneak out of Raquel, come back to the original place, and he hasn't figured it out yet. Or has he? We'll find him maybe later. Society is starting to stink of war. I heard Yuta is dating a girl from a noble family. He just had to get all soppy with a girl way out of his class. A reckless decision that's only going to end in hurt, if you ask me. I guess when you're young, it's a time to be foolish. I'm not going to run my mouth about it. Ah, what? But it doesn't seem to have affected you in the slightest, does it? Seeing him laugh when things are on the way, it somehow makes me feel some relief. Things are the way they are, yeah. Ah, words. Sometimes it's not double dialogue, sometimes the sentence starts the same. I'm trying to sort it out. Finally, I've been drafted. It would be an honor for me to contribute to the downfall of Kaela as a part of the Navy. I'm excited to get started. Yeah, definitely curse. No, some of these people are actually probably just fervent without the curse, after all. The guy who was doing the shipping work with me here also got drafted. The boats we use are very different from the Navy boats, so I really don't know what they expected from us. And I haven't heard a word about conscription. Do you think they forgot about me? Well, just keep on the down low, man. Cargo just keeps coming. Now I get it. The root of all evil is that tanker. Why is there so much cargo? How functional can this thing be? This massive ship is so cool, but I'm starting to despise it. What? You hate it? It's the root of all evil? It brings too much to load, too much work. I get that a bit. Shit, lifting the containers up with the crane is a real test of nerves. If we make a mistake and a container falls in the sea, it's a big deal. I've had a rumor that war is coming. There's no time to learn up. Same. I was hoping to let the war pass without getting involved, but then I got drafted. Go figure. Shit, never thought I'd have to go back to seal all this. Well, I guess I have to just get on with it. I'll read as much of the Imperial Chronicle as I can before I get sent away. I still haven't finished my 6th read-through of the Imperial Chronicle. Which one? Also, please don't read that. Propaganda, man. It's being fed to his brain. There are more and more guys going down from exhaustion with all this lifting. I had to carry 6 people to the infirmary not too long ago. All at once, of course. It's a real wake-up to the muscles. 6 people at the same time. Wish you could have seen that. I was carrying 6 people who fell over from exhaustion. That was a real wake-up call for my muscles. How, though? You somehow arrange them like some kind of human centipede. Drag them. I can just imagine dragging, maybe, on a sled or something, but... The majority of these containers contain food supplies. I wonder how many people they'll feed and for how long. Ah, these containers make me understand that what war is going to mean for us all. My words, they're failing. The majority is, yeah, I wonder how many people they'll feed for how long. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, reset. My talking's going bad. It's too much to think about. It's too much sweet. Okay, drink some water. A reset brain. I can say sentences again. I've been suffering recently. Dawkins saved me when I collapsed due to anemia. I thought that guy was just a musclehead, but he really thinks of his friends. Right, let's give this a go. Anemia again. Can I actually go down here? What, I can? Ooh. Could I go check out that door? It doesn't look like anything's actually there. There's a weird conglomeration of enemies, but I think that was there originally. Let's not continue to sneak into the mansion. It's not nice if we appear through there again. They're like, what? Flashbacks of all the damage we caused last time. Okay, I guess we better get going. Miranda, Charlotte, take care of yourselves. If you get into any kind of trouble, just send us a letter, alright? I'm sure we can do something to help. Rosh, I don't know what I should say right now. Come back once the war is over, okay? Of course. You need to tell me, and you better be able to carry multiple trays with one hand when I get back too. Why don't you teach me again when you're back? You two have really gotten close, huh? We can keep this place open without cool, reliable workers like you, Rosh. So don't get lost at sea or anything like that, alright? Miranda, I'll come back safe. I promise. I finally managed to get away from Father and Lothar, but now Rosh has to leave. Nobles are getting called out for military service too, but at least they have some kind of training.
It makes one realize how truly precious those peaceful days were before war was declared. You'll sure be lonely now that even Roche is leaving. I guess it's my job to believe in my friend's return while they're gone. I've got to send him off with a smile. He'll definitely come home safely. I've already got Miranda's paella. Charlotte's already a full-fledged waitress, but since she's so honest when she asks about things, I can't help but want to tease her sometimes. But, man oh man, I can't believe Miranda thinks I'm cool and reliable. I have to do my part and get back to this place as soon as I can. He's happy, at least. The guy who's always complaining about working. Don't ditch me, Dad. You ain't got nothing to worry about, kiddo. Lady next door said she'll take care of you while I'm gone. You're a tough girl. No way a little change is enough to scare you, yeah? Ah, but I'll miss you. No matter what happens, if you're not around, I'll still miss you. What am I supposed to do when I want to see you, Dad? That's a tough question. How can I leave when she's asked that? I'm no wimp, so I can make do no matter what. What am I supposed to do when I'm lonely? I thought I didn't have to worry since she's got a good head on her shoulders, but... she's still just a kid. Leaving her alone is really bothering me. Hello. I'm just a young Marine. This is what we scan for, after all. Greetings, Admiral Chevalier. Ranch Manager Surdam, Lord Lord. It's not often we see you two together. Indeed, we ran into each other not long ago. Both our investigations took us to Ordis at the same time. Curious coincidence, no? We were just discussing what we discovered, and I think you may find it particularly interesting, Chevalier. Oh, really? Indeed. The shadow of a giant fish was spotted in the sea cave on the Ordis coastal road. And the eyewitness reports there's likely some species of giant swordfish. No doubt it will prove a feisty opponent. If you're any kind of fisherman at all, I'm sure this must pique your interest a little. Since you're in the area, perhaps you should take a look for yourself. I'm not exactly a pro, but it does sound worth checking out. Thank you, I might look into it later. A new fishing point has appeared on the Ordis coastal road. I can go on to there now. Could I not? I don't think I could do that before, could I? Before we proceed, there is something I'd like to discuss. Of course, what is it? First of all, I must commend you on your hard work with the survey into the environmental changes. Ours is to admit you have proven your skills to be on par of our club's own Elite Four. It was only through your talents that we have been able to start drawing up the distribution chart ahead of the schedule. Great to hear. I suppose all that hard work has really paid off. I really cannot thank you enough for everything you've done. I am in your debt. I don't mention it. We share the same love for fishing. What's the point in keeping score? Every one of us just did what we felt was right as fellow anglers. Oh, what a very poetic way of putting it. Fellow anglers, huh? It has been far too long since I truly felt that way. Looks like the Fisherman's Guild and the Imperial Fishing Club might be able to patch things up after all. It's not to hear that from Lake Lord 2. The investigation is almost complete. Let's get out there with this refreshed mindset and finish things up. Every time I've fished since taking my position at the head of the Lake Lord Company, it's felt as though I was doing so for work. To be frank, it's less important for me to be president of the Lake Lord Company than a man who fishes for the pure love of fishing. A man like him. That's interesting. I guess I'll... No, I don't need bait. I can always use material bait. And also now, because I've been fishing, been done fishing good, I could make loads of these and trade them for money. Here, that's 800 HP's worth. I mean, I must have quite a few crabs as well, I'd imagine. Oh, yeah, I'm 99. Yes, I mean, I think my money problems have probably dealt with at this juncture. Via fishing. It is a vent, isn't it, for fish? Can I not sell fish to you? Well, it's just normal items, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. So yeah, like I could sell loads of them for 100,000. Well, I'll keep that on hand. Just know that we have money now. I actually didn't think of that at the time, that the fish would equate to money in any way. Just you material that I can keep there. And now like it's like, oh yeah, the fish. Oh god. I've ended up making myself a fortune from fishing. Right up until the other day, the Imperial Defense Force was strutting around as if they owned the place. Your military forces are preparing for the coming war, and your protection has been entrusted to us, they said. Give me a break. But at some point, they completely disappeared without any explanation. What the hell is going on? Where's the sense of responsibility? Not much to do here. There's an event waiting for us, though. In the end, they were probably just being moved around the convenience of the government. The idea pissed me off when they were here, and they pissed me off now that they're gone. It can't be. Heathcliff has been sent to war. I happened to overhear. Apparently he was following the will of his current head of house. He's to be a liaison officer at Crossbell. I'm truly surprised as well, as there was no sign of him doing something like this before. Heathcliff, you decided that bringing up to me before was cowardly, didn't you? What? I've decided. I'm going after Heathcliff. What do you say, my lady? Hasn't he already joined up? If I ended up never seeing him again, I would regret it for the rest of my life. Don't you see, Hawkins? I have to do this. Don't try to stop me. As usual, when it comes to that gentleman, you become most earnest, my lady. You leave me no choice. If your mind is set on this course of action, I will offer you whatever assistance I can. Thank you. As usual, when it comes to... Oh, okay. Dual speak. Now he's single. God, there's so many people here. How do I catch them all? They're walking away. I contacted Chief Warrant Officer Brighton in Heimdall. He was tough but motivating. There's a lot happening, but he asked me to make sure I fulfill my duties as thoroughly as possible. It looks like the anti-coward protests and rallies in Heimdall are reaching frenzied levels. Chief Warrant Officer Brighton must be having a real tough time out there. I'll do everything I can here so that I can proudly say I'm one of his subordinates. Being sent to Ordis was a shock at first, but I guess I've been slacking a bit. I'm going to be the best I can out here. I want to be able to return to my work in Heimdall with my head held high. In the end, they were probably just being moved around the convenience of the government. Oh, it's you again. The idea pissed me off when they were here, and they pissed me off now they're gone. That's your pathing, isn't it? It's just this man outside speech, and then we'll speak to villains. I think we should do the event at the mansion next, though. What are you all doing here? We have a war on our hands. This is the time to volunteer, not to be out frolicking about. I, of course, have been cooperating to my fullest ability. Look closely at the tankers being loaded in the bay. Several of those are mine. Given that cargo ships are in such short supply, I loan mine out to the Navy. The idea of working with the government still disgusts me to my core, but plummeting trade means we have an excess of ships just sitting around the dock. We may as well take advantage of the situation, if it means they'll owe us later on. Right, let's go in. You guys. The governor has ordered us to allow our honoured guests to pass through. If you have any business here, feel free to go on through. In short, it means that we're free to come and go. Well, the preparations are quite thorough. I'd expect no less from that. I'd like to give him my regards. Should we drop in? Duke Kyan's mansion is now accessible. We have orders to allow guests access as much as possible. Well, that's the situation. Don't hold back too much out there. Let's go. They're all just talking out here. The Empress is smiling again. I feel like I haven't seen her smile much at all lately. As someone in her employ and a citizen of this empire, I'm absolutely overjoyed. I speak to the other maid over the other side. There was a skirmish between Panzer Soldaten here a few days ago. They absolutely ruined my pristine shiny floor with dozens and dozens of scratches. But I've gone through loads of wax to get it back in shape, and it's almost reached peak perfection. Of course, I would have appreciated if we'd kept the sawdust off the floors in the first place. Blame the soldiers, honestly. We just had to retaliate. I'm glad you're here. It seems you've been through a lot, but it's a relief to see you all safe. Thank you. But from the way you said that, it's as if you know something about our situation. Yes, I may have heard something about it. It made me sick when I heard that the meeting between the country leaders had been attacked. However, it seems a certain individual showed up in this new airship to save the day. Perhaps it's just best to say I'm glad you were all safe. Wow, you do know a lot. The situation isn't great, but we've been entrusted with everyone's hopes. We have to do what we can to be a beacon of light for them. I'll be looking forward to you doing so then. The momentum pushing us towards war is increasing even here in Ordis. I intend to monitor it myself. Thank you. We appreciate your efforts. This is a duty of mine as interim supervisor. Now I'm watching over the Empress. She must be worried. Why don't you go and say hello? You should be able to find her in the banquet hall. Schwarzer, do we have the time?
For this, of course. Ash wants to go? Banquet Hall is straight down this corridor. Please go ahead and explain the current situation to Her Highness. Sorry for being in such a rush. There have been a lot of issues in Ordis too. I suppose all there is to do is examine the situation and handle things appropriately. Nevertheless, I'm expecting great things from you. No talk for Machias? When we arrived in Ordis with the Imperial Governor, we were criticized to Gehenna and backed by his residents. On top of that, our deplorable behavior toward the Empress, in a weakened state no less, eats right away at me. But now the Governor has earned some trust from the citizens and Her Highness is recovering. I hope to refresh myself as well, as best to face whatever turmoil the war will bring. Nothing there. Ordis is the location of the noble faction's headquarters. We are in a great position to take action, fully knowing the position of the nobles. We can forget the bad blood between us and all work together for the peace of the Empire and society as we know it. Good boy. So the banquet hall. Which way are we going? Why, you're Lord Alfred's granddaughter. Please excuse my not realizing it before when you were a student. A dreadful oversight on my behalf. I was so delighted to hear you were decided upon as the next Duchess. It's quite alright, and thank you. Please note for now, though, that I'm not Mildine. I'm simply Muse, a regular schoolgirl. I must ask that you don't treat me as a member of House Cayenne, but rather as a common guest. My lady, as you wish. You will have the maximum hospitality I can offer a guest when you are here in the mansion. Just beyond here is the banquet hall. If you wish to head inside, I'll be sure to serve you the finest tea the Cayenne family has to offer. I truly hope you enjoy your time here. Let's see the Queen. With Governor Regnitz' blessings, we should be able to meet the Empress. Should we head to the banquet hall now? Indeed we shall. How's she doing? A servant showed Regan and the others to the banquet hall. It's a pleasure to see you all again, and even more so that you made it through under the circumstances. Sorry that we left it so long. It's an honor to make your acquaintance again, Your Highness. I'm glad to see you're well. I suppose you've heard about what's happened with us. Yes, thanks to Governor Regnitz, I have the main details of your exploits. Reuniting with your friends and Alfin accompanying you on your journey. And even more importantly, that dear Oliver is safe. Seems like you've heard it all. We were just as relieved and maybe even more surprised. He's helping us find a third path to walk. I don't know how much we can help as our country marches into war, but we're going to do everything we can as members of Force to stop this awful tragedy. I'm grateful to hear that. You've all done so much to help me, and yet I can't do anything in return. If only I could have told His Majesty about this. I heard that the date of the operation is close. Yes, that's right. Sometime within the next few days, apparently. All I can do is pray to Adios for the operation to be a success. Your Highness, you can tell she really loves the Emperor. Yeah, we did hear that a lot has happened. Please, let me pray for him to recover too. Thank you, all of you. Please look out for Oliver, Alfin, and Cedric too. We will, Your Majesty. I'm so happy to hear you all say that. If only I could tell His Majesty about this. I know you must have your hands full, but please look after Oliver, Alfin, and Cedric for me. Well, she seems to be holding up quite well. I guess I can't go anywhere else. More opulent rooms. I don't want to go into the more opulent rooms, no. Only this amount of opulence is good enough for me. Well, that's our major event in Ordis by the look of it. Can't go anywhere else. Let's sweep those last 3 buildings. And we're out of here. There's still just Count Florel's, a Noble Residence, and the Cathedral we have to check out. Well, shall we set off to the towns in the south to perform mass for them? Wait a minute, I haven't taken my cookies to the Cayenne estate yet. I didn't put enough sugar in today, so I had to start over. So that's what you've been busying yourself doing, Sister Sienna. I'm sorry, when I think of the poor Empress, I can't just stand around twiddling my thumbs. And hey, my daily cookie deliveries actually did some good. Those annoying Imperial Defense Force jerks admitted defeat and left. I don't know where to start. Anyway, we normally don't intervene in secular matters. At least ask the Archbishop for permission before you go again. Okay, I'll go ask him right now. I baked a boatload of cookies so we could hand them out to all the faithful down south. I guess I should have cleared it with the Archbishop first, though. I'll go ask him about it now. Maybe we spoiled Sister Sienna. There are worse things, I think. Her cheery nature is a blessing in these grim times. I think we can overlook it. How dare you give out cookies? Hey, have you heard of the Lance Maiden? They say she's a super strong, super cool lady knight who ended something called the War of the Lions. Neat, huh? When I grow up, I want to be just like her. I mean, she's been through a lot. There's the whole immortality thing. Do you really want that? This coming war is going to be far greater than any conflict we've ever seen, the Civil War included. I feel so uneasy whenever I think of the future. I come to church to find some peace and stop myself from subjecting my daughter to my apprehensions. Yep. So, people sitting in pews, as we've always learned, generally only have one dialogue, unless they're a farmer. Complaining about their back. Really? The neighbouring states are taking action? That's what I've heard anyway. If it's true, then who knows what will happen. There's no telling who will win this war now, or even how long it could end up lasting. And yet, it is ordinary citizens who will suffer the most for this. Indeed. So the neighbouring provinces are acting covertly. Still, what do we do? Do we join the government side, or...? I knew the scale of the conflict would be large, but I didn't expect it to be so all-encompassing. Were things always headed to this point? We're going to have to act with great care from here on. I too must aid those who have lost their way. You work so hard, Marcus. I fear I've imposed upon you terribly. Not at all. I wager you have far more difficult challenges to contend with. In truth, I should be apologising for foisting such a big role upon you. Make sure you look after yourself, daughter of Alfred. Thank you, Marcus. The Septian Church is communicating with its various branches in secret. Using our resources and information, we are trying to improve the lives of the people, even if only a little. Mysterious phantom flowers and fiends have started to appear frequently in the area. Here, in Lemaire. There are even reports of demons like the ones in the scriptures. Yes, there are. The Groundsweeder are doing what they can, but we must try to prevent people from being caught up in the chaos. Mysterious phantom flowers and fiends have started to appear frequently. Yep. 77 devils. Oh no. There's been some sort of incident at the holy city of Arteria, the seat of the Septian Church. The Groundsweeder is also working in earnest, albeit independently from the actions taken by the Papal Guard. All throughout the ages, the same conflict over the sacraments of Adius perpetuates itself time and again. Worry not, pay my musings no mind. No matter the era, the role of the church will never change. We must pray to Adius for the well-being of our loved ones. Sacraments of Adius. The story of the Septarians is recorded in the scriptures of the Septian Church. Maybe there's something we can learn from it. Even in the darkest of times, we will have our parts to play. Things we can do to make the world a better place. It would seem that the Groundsweeder's ship was forced to make an unexpected landing on the road to town. However insignificant it may be, the cathedral offered what little support it could to those affected. The distinguished folk of the congregation for divine worship might not like it, but pay them no mind. In their own way, they are all doing all they can to overcome this crisis. Now we all have to work together. As that we do. So I should probably head there next then. So now we know we can go out here as well. I just went and poured some tea for the master. I've never seen him look so anguished. Excuse me, that isn't something a mage should be saying. It is a mage's duty to support a master no matter what else is going on. I intend to do just that. Rania's gone to help Citrine. It's a little hectic around here today. I'm also worried about the master. Maybe later I could bake some of his favourite madeleines. I think if I'm right in what madeleines are, I don't really like them. It's a shame it has come to this. I imagine the neutral families will be forced to reconsider their principles. We can at least soften the blow with the careful release of information. I know she's worried about my lady, but the job of a maid at times like these is to support the master of the house. I'm fine. I have a few letters I need to prepare and send as soon as possible. Let's see. Please do not push yourself too hard. The Master has so many worries and anxieties, but he has good cause, given the circumstances. Our lives are so many are in his hands, and he doesn't know which way the war is going to take us. Oh, it's you! It seems that Operation Mil Mirage is finally in play. So you heard. He certainly holds his own as a representative of the current noble faction. I admit there was a part of me holding out hope, and if anyone could stop this tragedy, it would be the next Duchess of Cayenne and General Le Guin. I'm sorry we couldn't be any help. Worry not, it was a long shot by any means. But since the four great houses cannot act, all I can do is fulfill my duty as a representative of the noble faction. You should tread the path that you believe in. Please give my regards to my children. Alright, and also to that popular musician you're acquainted with. With pleasure, sir. I will do everything it takes to achieve what Force sets out to do. Ah yes, that popular musician. War has now become inevitable. This will be the first world war in history. We nobles will have to shoulder a heavy burden, depending on what the government legislates. We have to think of a way to help the smaller noble families and the people. Can't equalize this back. Let's work together and get this sorted. You should tread the path that you believe in. May luck be on your side. And that leaves one building of the sweep. There has not been a single book. No book was found in Ordis unless it is right here. Do you believe in the power of book? No. Oh, Miss Lilibel, I see you've been hard at work trying to help your parents. You've truly grown up so much. Now you don't need my help anymore, it makes me feel a little sad. Ah, it's my back again. Keeping this up is going to be tough. But I can get through it. I have to look after the young miss through thick and thin. What's going on there? Hi.
Mummy, this is for you. It's a special Friends Again coupon. You and Daddy can make up again with this. Oh my, thank you very much, dear. You know, Daddy and I haven't fallen out. Are you sure? Of course, I wouldn't lie to you, my sweet Lilibel. We were discussing something, and perhaps I might have gotten a little carried away. We'll talk it over when he returns. Okay, you better do it right, Mummy. Of course, sweetie. Oliver helped me out when I was making invites to the summer festival. I did it all by myself today. I'm glad Mummy liked it. I think it was a success, right? Time to celebrate. Lilibel's been getting really worried. I may have been a little overly harsh with my words lately. I'll have to talk it over with my husband when he returns.
Little girl saving her family once again.